Hi, my name is Nigel Spence, chef and owner of Right Kitchen and Bar in Mount Vernon, New York. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a dish. It's a seafood stew with coconut milk. Coconut milk is one of those ingredients that I think is underutilized in most recipes these days and should have a little bit more of a bigger role in many of the dishes that we cook. One of the reasons for that is coconut milk is one of those what I call umami ingredients. It's one of those ingredients that when added to a dish, kind of helps to bring out the flavors of all the other ingredients that are within the dish. And so I think it does a great job of doing that, so I try to use it as often as I can in many of the dishes that I make. Today's seafood stew is something that I make from my hometown in Jamaica all the time. Very simple to do. It's today I'm going to be using tilapia. You can also use snapper or just about any other kind of firm white flesh fish that you can find. Some of the ingredients are, as we have here, I have red bell peppers, green bell peppers to give it that festive look. Have some Spanish onions. We have cilantro. We have some diced tomatoes. And over here is a yam, a root vegetable that is common in Jamaican cooking. And here we have a sweet potato, just to give it a little edge of sweetness in there. So this is what a whole, or almost whole, yam looks like. And this is what a sweet potato looks like, a small portion of it. So we're going to go right into cooking this. So we're going to move right over here. I'm going to get some oil in the pan. Here's our seasoned tilapia. So what I do is, the fish cooks very quickly. So what I like to do with this is I like to saute the fish a little bit to get a little bit of color on the fish. Then I remove it and I cook all the other ingredients afterwards, and I add the fish back at the very end. So I just like to get a little bit of color on this fish here. I don't cook it all the way because, remember, I'm going to be adding this back to the pan at the end of the cooking. So we just want to get some nice color on it. Then we will remove this from the pan, and we're going to add the rest of our ingredients. Okay, so from here, I'm going to add the red bell peppers. We'll be adding some green ones. Spanish onions, some diced tomatoes, and the yams, white yams, and the sweet potato or sweet yams. Then, to bring it all together after sauteing it for a few minutes, is when we're going to add our coconut milk. Now I'm going to add the coconut milk. Now I allow this to cook for about 10 minutes or so. This is a very quick dish. Even though it's a stew, it's a very quick dish. The one thing I need to mention is that the white yams and the potatoes that I had diced that I put in there, those were parboiled for about 20 minutes in salted water. And so then I diced them. And so now, since it's already pre-cooked, it's not going to take much time to completely finish cooking along with this stew. So that's the only thing that you would need to prepare ahead of time for this dish would be if you want to add the yams, it would be that you'd have to cook that ahead of time in salted water for about 20 minutes or so. So after 10 minutes of cooking here, I would then add the fish back to the stew. I would then allow this to cook for another 5 minutes or so. And once that's done, I would plate it and garnish it with some of the cilantro. And there you would have your dish. I'm Nigel Spence from Right Kitchen and Bar in Mount Vernon, New York. I'll do it again. I'm Nigel Spence, chef and owner of Right Kitchen and Bar in Mount Vernon, New York. Thanks for watching.